everybody. Welcome to AJS News, video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a new word from our sponsor.
Hey guys, our brand new sponsor, Huel, is going to help you save time and money and help you eat healthy.
Yeah, I use this after my workouts. It's high in protein, and it keeps me full.
I've kept this stuff here in the office for well over a year now. I love it because it means I don't have to order a pizza or DoorDash or any of those other things, and so it's much healthier.
The boys are very healthy. They do a lot of working out. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't work out as much as they do, but I do have barely any time. And this is what's going to help me save time, save money, still manage to eat healthy, guys. Go right now to Huel.com/AngryJoeShow and get 15% off your first order with a shirt and a shaker cup. That's a $40 value. Don't let a busy life like mine or yours prevent you from doing something healthy. Check it out, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Get some. You know you need.
There it is. That's all you need.
Get some.
Click the links down below. It's good for you. And thank you very much for watching and supporting our show. Welcome to episode 2 of 2. Alex, so just to update you again, like I did the first video, Dune Awakening video, kind of clan guild PvP endgame stuff coming first. Then the MindsEye angry review. I want to get it just right. Maybe towards the end of the week on that one. And we got Ironheart. We've got Megan 2.0. We got F1. We got all sorts of stuff coming. Death Stranding 2. No, we're not doing the early access because I'm busy with editing. We'll probably do it on Friday. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it. There you go. There's the update. Alex, what the hell else is going on in gaming part 2?
Well, that butthole who voices John Marston was talking about some cool stuff, and then Friday
Exciting
came,
news.
and then now he's like, "Hey, Rockstar Games makes announcements for Rockstar Games." Yeah. So we know not to listen to this guy ever again. Just wanted to update you. It wasn't nothing burger. Screw that guy.
Fuck.
But he said it was exciting
and I
news.
kind of had a feeling like if this is like an announcement of an announcement and it's something that the company gets annoyed by, then they're just not going to do it. And then they'll announce it later.
Well, screw you. I'm not going to tell you what I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh. Thanks, Rockstar. All right, we got some Duke Nukem news.
It's got to be a remaster. I just think it's a remaster.
Yeah, I think so.
That's not that big of a deal.
There's going to be a Duke Nukem TV series. So
What?
Adi Shankar, who has done a bunch of stuff, Devil May Cry and Castlevania shows on Netflix, he bought the rights to Duke Nukem.
Let's get John Cena.
So
That guy,
it's too old.
this lady gonna curse 17 billion times in it. He's just gonna. It's like he's gonna get. I don't know.
So this
There's
is
going to be some good action sequences, but cringe dialogue and missing the point, half of it.
So I've seen a lot. I read a lot of articles on this, and I hate the internet, and I advise you to stay off of it because people just,
What?
So some of the ideas are like, oh, you just got to make it like Austin Powers, and so like make a parody of Duke Nukem, which is like, well, why would you just buy Duke Nukem if you were just going to parody it? That doesn't seem like, because you could just call it something else.
Right.
And
I know that Duke Nukem is from a different era, and some people have a problem with the way some of the stuff is depicted, but I don't give a shit. I think that there's enough room in media for multiple takes on different franchises and tough guys and explosions and babes. That has a place. So if you fucking do a TV series on it, you have to fucking do it. Just like not a parody. Now, wait. Granted, I mean, Duke Nukem is a kind of a parody himself, so there has to be some comedic elements in it, poking fun at himself and other things, but not taken as a complete joke. I kind of want it to be serious.
Not every piece of media has to be something that you live your life to, and I think that's important. That I think people have totally fucking forgotten that sometimes there's just trash. People love Love Island; they love it, but you can also watch it and go, all of these people suck. every one of them. No one's saying you got to live your life like them. Just look at the trash people on TV and then giggle because they're dumb. And it's like you can look at the trash person who's in your video game and you just be like, ha, he goes to strip clubs. And then that'd be fine.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I want big booty bitches.
Yes.
And I want big guns. I want big explosions. And I want Duke Nukem saying one-liners. And he better look like Duke Nukem. The voice is a problem.
Yeah.
You got to get the man's voice
You
right.
gotta get that one right.
You might even want to have an actor be voiced over. Maybe that kind of contributes to the hokiness of it.
What are you thinking, Chris Pratt?
No, not Chris Pratt. God damn it.
He's in everything on Netflix, so yeah. I mean, it's probably going to be animated, right? It's got to be. I mean, it didn't say, but I'm imagining it's going to be animated. So
You could do more with that.
yeah, you get away with
Especially-
more with it,
Especially
as well.
with the voice
So
acting.
he's done some good stuff. Like people really love. Especially the first season of Castlevania, but then there was also some changes made for the Devil May Cry stuff that some people were less than enthused about. So, I don't know.
I'm going to go into more details. So, Shankar said, I got video games in production. Obviously, more Devil May Cry. I'm being approached to different IPs and companies who want to work with me. I bought the rights to Duke Nukem. Not the gaming rights, but I bought it from Gearbox. And here's his vision for Duke Nukem. A middle finger to everybody. That's what my vision is.
Do it.
When Duke Nukem blew up, a bunch of people sat around trying to turn it into a brand when it's just a middle finger. Duke Nukem can't be made by a corporation because the moment a corporation makes Duke Nukem, it's no longer Duke Nukem. I don't intend on having anyone tell me what to do on this particular one.
I like it.
It'll be less offensive than Electric State. That's it, right? It's so like no matter how offensive he makes it, it'll be more of a piece of
Yeah, it
art
was a
than
waste of
Electric State
time.
and money.
Waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
It's very easy to fuck this one up, though, especially when you have this mentality of fuck everybody.
Yeah.
It should be more like, I would like to stay true to why Duke Nukem was awesome and funny at the same time, and pay homage to that and give the fans what the fans want for Duke Nukem. Hopefully the middle finger doesn't go towards the fans.
Yeah. That's what I think if they do like a parody of something that's already kind of a parody, then that's that you didn't get it. Well, speaking of
Who should be Duke Nukem? What actor?
well, it's
I got one. Alan Richardson. Somebody suggested Alan Richardson and give him that. Give him the fucking.
He's
what do you
got
call it?
great comedy chops.
Crop top.
Yeah,
crop top.
I loved him in Blue Mountain
Eraser
State.
head thing.
He was great.
He is a good comedy thing. A lot of people forget.
the voice. I don't know if he's got the voice though.
He doesn't have the voice. Like I said, you're gonna have to dub him with the real voice actor of Duke Nukem. I think that's funny. That would be great. But I don't know. Actors have.
Easier with
How dare you?
animation.
This is my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that doesn't always work out.
It ruins my performance when somebody else is putting a performance on top of my performance. That's why they never.
You don't
that
hear
kind of
Samoa
stuff.
Joe bitching for that awful Twisted Metal TV show that we had to watch.
Or Darth Maul for his
It's the
single
best
line.
one.
Yeah, super good. Everyone loved it.
So I don't know. Hopefully it does come to fruition, but hopefully it can't be worse than the DMC show.
Speaking of Gearbox, Gearbox has put out collectors boxes. They're boxes, Joe. They're not editions of the game because they don't include the game.
For one low price of,
I don't know.
is it 130?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Huh? I just pulled up. You threw it on me. Forget the 100 and the 130 deluxe editions. Borderlands 4 now has a rad collector's edition that doesn't include the game for the
Low price.
for the low price of $150.
Yeah.
What do we get for $150 besides the game?
You don't get the game. What?
Oh, okay.
So Borderlands 4 is gonna have these versions: $70, and Randy wants
Please
us to
clap.
clap.
Please clap.
Well,
$70.
Wow. Thank you. I mean, yes, thank you, because this idiot could have made it $80 if they wanted. But okay, so you're staying reasonable. I'm not clapping for Randy. $70, $100, $130, and $150. It's pretty rad, and to sweeten the deal, you don't get the game or the DLC for it. The collector's edition is available to pre-order from GameStop. It's pretty rad. It'll probably sell out, so grab it if you're into it, said Randy. The Borderlands 4 Echo 4 bundle comes with, you ready for this?
Yes.
Here we go. Cloth map.
I won't use.
I love those.
You wipe.
When have you
I
ever
throw them
used?
away almost
You
every single
wipe
time.
your what?
Use wipe when you eat pizza.
You wipe what, Joe?
Wipe your ass.
Wipe your ass with the cloth mat. It comes with a cloth mat, a 8-inch tall Echo 4 figure, whatever the fuck that is,
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it, the whole thing.
art prints,
That nobody ever uses.
a vault symbol necklace that will probably turn your chest green, and some in-game shift code cards. Shift code are those chests that open up in-game. Wow, not even. That's it.
You tell me
Rather
I
than
can have
present
all
your
that
fans-
for a low price of $150?
Yes,
That's a deal.
they're literally just buying.
They're
They're
giving it
literally
away.
selling the fucking cheap ass plastic merch that sucks for $150 with no game and no DLC for the game.
But you get in-game shift code cards.
For a game you don't have yet. You need to buy another. You need to buy it again in a different version. What? This cannot be true.
It's only going to be what?
Collector's
220?
editions that don't include the
220.
game aren't actually new, sadly, but they're all
Yeah.
lame. The Japan and UK exclusive ones for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is cool, mind you. It comes with a vinyl soundtrack, but that doesn't have the game either.
I like the vinyl soundtrack.
I have no issues with the collector's boxes not including the games. It makes sense because then you don't have to sell a PC version, an Xbox version, a PS4, and a PS5 version.
That is not
and all
worth
this. But
100.
this, that's what I'm getting to. In no
Okay.
fucking way is this without the game worth $150. But it's 2K. Everything from 2K is a giant fist in the ass. So, like,
Yeah, but why don't you get a digital code?
because they would have to put that digital code in the box and.
Someone has to type it up.
No, you just put it on the fucking receipt. You just put it on the thing that you order. Just send the digital code.
Do you not have 220?
Do you not have a fucking?
Do you not have 220?
What is 220?
Well, that in the game.
That in the game, yeah. I'm not giving you a price break.
Oh. What? So I'm spending $150 for this piece of shit plastic. Put this up here.
Yeah,
What
I
is
will.
this?
I will.
So this is the new claptrap, I guess, and you want me to spend $150 on a
For
cloth
just for
map
that,
to
because
wipe
you're
my
not
ass?
going to use a cloth map and the digital or that art. You don't.
Postcards?
Not even-
Gearbox,
Yeah,
can
yeah,
you
those
send
little-
us one of these additional
Those prints.
these things here so that I can have a prop for a funny parody I just thought of?
I'll reach
Has
out.
nothing to do with wiping.
I swear.
Nothing. Go ahead and reach out to
I
them.
swear. I swear.
If I can get one with no strings attached, because every now and then they're like, "You need to thank us."
You need
to
to say
thank
that
us,
this
and
is
you need to-
sponsored.
and it's just like, no, I'm not going to do that.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's a lot. What was happening several years ago. This is why we don't ask for early copies, because it's like you have to put
Well, we won't get an early
sponsored
copy.
because we gave you $60, or in this case, $150.
But we won't get the early copy though. We just get that.
What do you mean? Oh. No, I don't even want the game. I'll buy the game on my own. I mean, I want that cloth map without having to buy it.
Yeah.
For my parody. Anyways,
Yeah, totally not worth the value
No.
at all.
I'm not spending $150 on a cloth map and a plastic statue.
And 4 postcards. You get the 4 postcards.
And 4 postcards.
And a necklace that turns your chest green.
And a necklace. That turns your chest
Where is,
green.
do they have the picture of the necklace?
Yeah, it's on
Maybe
there.
I'll
Right
find
here.
it.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
It's 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch.
No, you don't want it? Okay. So when we get the free one, if
I
can
do
get
want the Metal Gear Solid vinyl, though. That would be pretty sweet for my collection.
Yeah, I like vinyl records.
You ain't getting that. All right, we had some news from WB. They have promoted 3 different studio heads as it focuses on its key properties. This is important because they have been shitting the bed, save for like one thing in the last couple years.
This thing shits the bed too because they're changing. They're going to make separate divisions for their games.
It's interesting.
The divisions are...
Okay, so the first one, the head of Montreal studio, Yves Lachance, will be the SVP of development on all Harry Potter and Game of Thrones related games.
Harry Potter and Game of Thrones games.
So I don't know if you know this, but Montreal studio has made only absolute fucking dog shit in the last decade, and before that they weren't doing awesome. So the dude who has been in charge of dog shit is now in charge of Harry Potter, which is the one bright spot they've had, and Game of Thrones, which they absolutely destroyed all good. Like, I hate Game of Thrones everything, so I don't want to play any of their fucking games. And then they put out that mobile thing on PC. No. So I have no faith in anything that this guy's doing. Next guy, Sean Himmerich, he's actually the studio head of NetherRealm. And so he's going to be the lead of Mortal Kombat and all games based on DC Comics. So this is the dude that's going to be in charge if you ever want to get a Supes game and all of this other stuff. So
what's his name?
Sean Himmerich.
And what did he do?
He's the studio head of NetherRealm.
Another Batman.
NetherRealm. What does NetherRealm know about making a Superman game?
It made Injustice. Probably the best-selling Superman game in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but like that seems right.
Yeah, that seems right because the Superman on the Xbox wasn't that good.
No.
The 64 one wasn't that good.
He wasn't in DC's Super
The
Pets.
Super Nintendo one wasn't too bad.
That was how many decades ago, Joe?
Oof.
Yeah. You just got 4 more gray hairs. So what I found interesting about this is Montreal studio head is not in the company that has been doing some of the DC stuff is no longer doing that. So
okay, he got fired, because of Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, a monumental, huge,
disaster.
multi-million-dollar disaster.
Yeah. And then finally, the person in charge of Games New York studio chief, Stephen Flannery, is going to be in charge of tech services, game and publishing technology, QA, user research. So this is like the admin guy going to be making sure that everything kind of runs smoothly. So that could be good, but Mortal Kombat lead in charge
Mortal
of DC
Kombat and DC games. Well, they really haven't been doing well in DC games. It's like either mobile, fucking clicker, garbage crap.
Oh, the pet one.
The what?
Remember the pet?
DC
Or
League of
the
Super
DC?
Pets?
The pet video games for children, or Mortal Kombat, and just slapping the DC license on a fighting game, Mortal Kombat. I guess. Oh no. Okay, so this NetherRealm head is going to be in charge of spawning the next 15 Rocksteady Batmans.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Those games are good. Well, I mean, they used to be, because when Montreal kind of took over, they got worse.
Well, the guy that does the Montreal he's going to do the Harry Potter, Game of Thrones stuff, even though he did the Gotham Knights.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe they're trying to do
Arkham
another
Origins
Gotham Knights
or something. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to help WB games as a division. They've been colossal fuck-ups, colossal disasters. One bright spot with Hogwarts, which
I'm not looking forward to the other one because it feels like
ruin it.
Yeah, they're rushing it.
Mm-hmm. To make a buck. So I don't know.
Well,
the future is not bright, and this news does not give me confidence that now we're gonna get them.
Direction. Yeah. Well, they all are still going to answer to JB Perrette, the CEO of Global Streaming and Games. That's the dude that is going to be spearheading and just making sure that everything goes the way the WB wants it to go. And look, there's almost nowhere to go but up because they're canceling all their games. They're putting out nothing but dog shit. So it's like
when you
put it like that, it's
when
like
you assume
when you lose
Alex,
$400 million on your last
we can't get
Superman
any
game,
lower, can we?
It is. It's like there's always a new rock bottom. So
Yes,
maybe
there
we
is.
end up there, but
it's
it's
so
like
funny that they're so scared to do another Superman game and instead lose $400 million on a Suicide Squad game that has Superman in it. And when you could have just made a mediocre
terrible
Superman
fucking
game,
endings.
and you would have made buku money.
yeah, but they wanted you to kill him.
Yeah, they wanted to get edgy, and they wanted to subvert expectations.
Which they were all a ruse,
and
except
they
for
thought
Wonder
that
Woman.
Suicide Squad was
Truth
the
really.
hottest shit ever.
She's dead.
Even though in DC if you were a DC animated fan, you would know that even Suicide Squad animated projects need to put the name Batman in there in order to get fucking sales.
Yeah.
So
World's finest.
dumb.
But we got that cool joke about Captain Boomerang's dick.
We did.
That was great.
We did.
Yeah, it was super awesome. Loved it. All right, next story. OJ's favorite. The NBA has signed with 2K to keep everything going, right?
You got them BCs.
Yeah.
Hey, my bros, my sports
spent-
NBA bros.
They spent a lot of
please
money on that
support
shit, man.
Superman in the theaters because, like, when I go through all my Superman stuff every week, I see so many advertisements playing on all the basketball games. So apparently the WB thinks that the basketball players and viewers
Yeah, I was watching the game
are
last
huge
night.
in Superman.
Well, there was a lot of Jurassic Park, and I didn't see.
But there was also
one.
Superman.
I didn't see one for yesterday. Unless
Fuck!
I missed it.
Once
What
Halpern
game are
went
you
down, it
watching?
did-
The final.
The final.
I saw Super. What? They're not on different channels. They're on one channel, right? Huh?
Yeah, Game 7 was last night, and
Yeah.
it wasn't much. Well, I mean, it was
Who
close.
won?
Yeah. Okay.
OKC, Halliburton went down, so
Yeah.
it'll be like, look, congratulations, you won, but now it's gonna be a big what if because like their best player tore his Achilles like a couple
He's
minutes
out.
into the game,
Yeah.
and so I was like, yeah, it's
and
really
they could
unfortunate.
have gone.
Yeah.
Now people are gonna be like, oh,
What if?
Look, they're
What if?
super dominant team.
They're
Congratulations.
super young,
but,
so they still got
I
a
mean,
lot
all
left.
you
that's
gotta
what
do
happened
is-
to the Longhorns one year when we were in the was it Applegate at the time? I forget. We could have won another national championship.
Yeah.
Our quarterback went down. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, so a lot of Superman ads are there. So NFL people, or not NFL, NBA people, please support Superman, and I hope they're getting that target market right. You can go out there and support it.
If it's good.
Because I know Shaq is big in Superman. Is that why they're doing it? But Shaq don't play no more. And
He's still the second best commentator.
all right.
Him and Charles.
Yeah, Charles is
Fucking
best.
hilarious.
But
Charles.
more NBA video games
Yeah,
with
so
2K.
They haven't revealed how much money it is, but they announced that they are immensely pleased to continue our long-standing, highly successful partnership with the NBA and the NBPA.
Yeah, but it's not a exclusive license like the Monopoly and Madden, right?
I think it's for simulation basketball. I think it's the only game in town.
Well, it is the
They're
only
like-
game in town, but not because nobody else can make one in a Monopoly situation. I don't think you can still make NBA video games. I believe. Okay, we're gonna have to look this
Look
up.
that one up, yeah.
NBA 2K announced.
One long time ago
partner.
was like NBA
Shit.
Live or something like that.
I remember NBA Live, but their
Yeah.
sales were so low.
Yeah.
And
2K
EA is so
just
greedy. They're like,
shut
well,
up.
I'm not making enough money. I'm going to stop trying to improve NBA Live.
Yeah, so they don't.
Yeah, it's just extending a multi-year partnership. And that's just letting you know, hey, more games are coming. It's not an exclusive.
They're like the big ones, and they make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they put a slot machine in the video game. Like they do awful things, and then they charge for tattoos or something. Did you
Yeah.
pay a bunch of money for tattoos?
Well, you could either grind or, yeah,
You'd have to grind for 12 hours to get the
gotta be
tattoos
good.
and hairstyle and
negotiate
shoes
your
that you want.
salary.
Yeah. The reason I bring this up, one, it's important for sports games, but two, one thing that you guys were talking about in a recent video is the EA only has exclusive simulation football license with the NFL until the end of 2026.
So I say don't buy it this year.
Please
just wait. Just
do
fucking wait.
not buy Madden. And if you have a friend or family member that buys Madden,
don't.
tell them do not buy Madden, and I give you permission to prevent them from buying Madden. Use rope, use
freeze
duct
their
tape.
accounts.
Freeze
give
their
them,
accounts.
it's like the Ubisoft
Like
treatment.
they're a bank
use
or
rope.
the government.
Yeah. And then no MUT transactions, no any of that
Now,
stuff.
clearly, we know, we're not ignorant, the NFL and EA are talking right now.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure it out. And we just need to give one more reason to the NFL to be like, well, last year your sales were lows. For the first time, NFL Madden 2024 went down in sales.
Yeah.
And if that trend continues, that makes it more likely that the NFL would be like, okay, this is the year we would like to open it up to more developers.
Which I do like, but at the end of the day, scared. Because 2K does it,
but let's not do that.
They're gonna bring some of their shit over there.
No, I agree with you, Joe. And probably the first one or two games in a more open license world are going to be disasters, and they're going to be shit, and they're going to have so many missing features compared to Madden.
Yeah.
But we have to start this process. It just has to be done.
Well, like a lot of relationships, when one of the partners like, we need to open it up. It's like,
Yeah, it's
doom.
What?
It's over.
That
It's over.
analogy, Alex, I don't know what's going on in your life. That does not apply to this
Well, the
at all.
NFL has an exclusive agreement with EA, and if they end the exclusivity and say we're going to open it up to other people to try to wow us, then that probably spells doom for EA because.
Yeah. Okay, so you're coming at it from the positive angle.
No,
I'm coming at it from these new partners that are coming to woo EA aren't really going to woo them initially. They're going to be kind of crappy and ho-hum games until time, because it takes time. Let's say that they stop the license. It's going to take a year, 2, maybe even 3 just to get off the ground.
Oh, it's going to take years for it to happen, but I think 2K is going to come out of the gates absolutely swinging and go for the neck on Madden, and it's going to force.
I hope
that's what competition does in the open market, right? That's why open markets are good and exclusive agreements are bad.
Maybe in the past, but I think they're so corporate now. They'll do like the toe dipping first, and that toe dipping is not that I'm fucking swinging with everything I've got.
Maybe they won't.
They're about to make billions and billions of dollars. Take Two with Grand Theft Auto, so maybe they take some of that money and they throw it in.
Yeah,
this is all. This is all wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I will refuse to play NFL video games anyway.
Well, thank you, Alex. You are doing your part, and you need to do your part too.
Football.
We do play football for a week out of a year that depresses us, makes us laugh, and makes us cry. And then we go
look at the old albums. Better days.
Better
All
days.
Pro.
Remember NFL Fever that literally had my face in the game, and we didn't know how that happened? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I forget which year NFL Fever had my face.
Tell
me about Blitz. Everyone.
I want to fucking Blitz. That was great.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the EA college football.
Oh, okay. So just a little quick thing. I told Alex, So this morning I watched the college football deep dive, and it is the most pathetic 4-minute video you've ever seen. It's really just patch notes for the previous. I was shocked at how, because we just did a video on Madden's deep dive, and we were like, "This is pathetic. This is weak. It's not deep. All this dynamic DNA bullshit." College isn't even trying that. They're just like, hey, this year we've got this and this were things that were in Madden. Might actually be things that were in college that Madden just put in theirs.
That's it?
Go through the comments of. You remember it is night and day difference. The comments between when the college game was first coming out last year and everybody's hype to this year, it's gone.
I expected that.
100% gone. They're like, this is it.
Yeah.
What? Oh, your Dynasty deep dive better be huge, and that comes tomorrow morning. So that's why we're holding off on our trailer reactions or anything to the college stuff reactions. Until tomorrow when they release the Dynasty Deep Dive, and hopefully that will be where they really put their effort.
I honestly just think it's just it was the same thing. Like, the game came out, it was fucking amazing because it's something new. But now it's just like, okay, let's just like work on it.
So now we're going. You're telling me, Joe, that we're going back to the same cycle we were in 20 fucking years ago, where it's like both the college and the football are just doing the same roster update every. Okay.
I mean, hunger is the best sauce, right? And all of those people were starving to death before this last year, and now everyone was eating good for the last year, and they're like, "Wait, you're gonna serve me the same?" Like, it's not gonna do the same thing. It's not gonna be the best-selling sports game of the year like it was last. Well, I guess massive sales for them. It's not gonna do that. So, all right, what game didn't sell very well and is not doing great? MindsEye.
What do you mean? We bought it.
Yeah.
We were one of 400.
Yeah. So
don't buy it.
Yeah, it's not good. People aren't enjoying it on any platform, and so the MindsEye maker reportedly facing mass layoffs as players seek refunds. And so things aren't going super well for them over there. They're trying.
And everybody that comes in, because you'll have hundreds of viewers that watch it. Oh,
it's
man,
not
it's bad.
that
And then one guy comes in and is like, and he looks at it for like 37 seconds and he sees people wrecking on it. He's like, that's not that bad. This actually looks all right. If you just do this and this, then it's good. But and then when he stays an hour, he's like, oh, okay. And then he joins. And then the next person comes in and says that.
Bad.
Because I think it's because the graphics and the cutscenes look okay. They look next gen. They look, somewhat good. But then when you see that there's bare minimum effort in the open world,
the action is fucking terrible.
Action gameplay, gunplay,
there's nothing there.
Effort. They're like,
the world feels so fucking empty.
And they said, if this was all different, it would be a good game.
It's 80% game padding, and so it's like, hey, run all the way over there. It's like, but why? It's like, am I going to see anything cool while I'm running?
The
dialogue
dialogue is so fucking bad too.
Yeah. All right, so IGN has reported that the redundancy process has been initiated at the company's 300-person UK office, and this is a legal process that requires 45-day consultation before people are fired when 100 more layoffs are proposed within a 90-day period. So it's a big deal. Like, there's a lot of people there that that may be impacted by this, and there are warning signs there. They put out the game to press, and the press are like, hey, man, this looks terrible. And then the CEO was like, no, you just want the game to fail. You're a bot, and no one likes you. And then the CFO left, and then the chief legal counsel left.
I'm sure the Q&A testers was like, hey, like, there's a lot of notes here. It's like, you're not.
Yeah. Well, as long
doesn't matter.
If the QA testers were only hired from people that had only played one video game before, it would have been the best game they've ever played, Joe. So
that's true.
Yeah. So this isn't great for the people. I mean, this is what we talk about in the video game industry all the time. People at the top make dumb fucking decisions. They oversell their game. They make a piece of shit. They tell people what to do, and they are never the people that are fired. Correct. And so, unfortunately, it says here up to 100 or more layoffs are proposed in a 90-day period with this process. So we'll let you know when it happens. IO Interactive, the publisher, they make Hitman, and some of these other ones probably aren't super happy about the way the game has been received. I don't know. They had to have been looking at the game during its development, though. I don't know.
Kind of prepping for what was going to happen.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Skip it. Yeah. Skip it.
Watch the review.
Yes.
We'll have a review for you shortly. And that's what I got for this one.
I got just one little thing. Clair Obscur, our darling that we love very much. Very, very good game. Check it out. Independent developers that deserve your support. Basically, the voice actor for Gustav, if people don't know, is Robert Pattinson. I'm just playing. It's Charlie Cox playing Robert Pattinson. But he says he feels like a total fraud But this is an adorable man. He's just honest and likes to tell the story. And when he's telling the story about how he got involved, he's like, look, I'm not a gamer. I don't even know if the game is good. Everybody's telling me it's great, and that is wonderful. I'm so happy for them. But I feel like a fraud because everybody's congratulating me and telling me how amazing of a job I did, but I only went in there for like 4 hours in the booth. And
well, you knocked it out of the park in those 4 hours, man.
Yeah, knocked it in the park. And, he's just a humble man. He's a nice man. He's a humble man. But he is actually partially right because, all the voice capture, all the motion capture and some of the singing and things, this is done by a different person, right? Cazorla is the guy. Maxence Cazorla. Is the physical performance, in all the things.
If it doesn't win Soundtrack of the Year, we riot.
Yeah, that needs to have soundtrack. At the Game Awards, they need to play some songs from
the
Goumage.
That guy. The Game Awards guy that is just like, he's
crazy.
too intense about everything.
Yes. Yeah. For sure.
He needs to be learning the accordion now.
Yeah. And I guess it makes sense because Charlie Cox wasn't in a lot of the marketing, and they didn't push him like try to capitalize off Daredevil. They did it in accordance with what he contributed to the game.
Playing another dude.
Dude playing another dude who looks like another dude who sounds like this guy, and Charlie Cox. But anyways, the dialogue is really good. The performances are really good. Charlie does really good.
That's a game you need to play.
Along with
Skip
everybody.
MindsEye.
Yeah,
if you haven't played
save
this
your money for that you were going to spend on MindsEye and get Game Pass and play it there. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all I got. We got to get to work, guys. So thank you so much. And thank you to our sponsors for help fueling us.
Yes.
Huel. Go check them out at links down below. And thank you for your support. And thank you for you guys supporting us. And we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.